Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. I am Rashida Batra. Today we will start our topic salt. As we know, salt is formed by reaction of acid and base. When an acid reacts with base, it forms salt and water. Various examples of salt are lead chloride, sodium sulfate, magnesium sulfate, magnesium chloride, etc. Our next topic is classification of salts. Salts are classified in number of ways. Some of them are, first one is based on chemical formula, second is based on pH values, and third one is based on family of salts. Now, classification based on chemical formula, salts are divided into three types: normal salts, acidic salts, and basic salts. Normal salts are those salts which do not contain any hydroxyl ion or hydrogen ion present in them. For example, NaCl. It do not have any hydrogen ion or hydroxyl ion present. So, it is categorized in normal salt. Second one is acidic salt. Acidic salts are those salts which contain a ionizable hydrogen ion present. For example, NaHSO4. It contains one hydrogen ion present, so it is categorized in acidic salt. And last one is basic salt, the salt which contain one or more hydroxyl ion present in them. Now example of basic salt is CaOHCl. It contains one hydroxyl group, so it is categorized in basic salt. Now second classification is based on pH values. Now on the basis of pH values, it is divided into acidic solution, basic solution, and neutral salt solution. Acidic salt solution, here the word acid means the pH will be less than 7. For basic salt solution, pH will be more than 7, and for neutral salt solution, pH will be equal to 7. Now what is acidic salt solution? The salt solution which is prepared by reaction of a strong acid and a weak base. So example of acidic salt solution is NH4Cl. It is prepared by reaction of NH4OH and HCl. NH4OH is a weak base and HCl is a strong acid. Another example of acidic salt solution, NH4 whole twice SO4. It is formed by reaction of NH4OH and H2SO4. So it is categorized in acidic salt solution. Next is basic salt solution. The salt solution which is formed by reaction of a strong base and a weak acid. For example, Na2CO3. Now this salt is prepared by reaction of NaOH and H2CO3. Carbonic acid is a weak acid and NaOH is a strong base. And another example of basic salt solution is K3PO4, potassium phosphate. It is formed by reaction of KOH, which is a strong base, and H3PO4, which is a weak acid. And last one is neutral salt solution, which is formed by a strong acid and a strong base. Example is NaCl, MgCl2. Now NaCl is prepared by HCl and NaOH. Both are strong acid and strong base. Another one is MgCl2, which is formed by reaction of MgOH whole twice and HCl. Both are strong acid and strong base. Our next classification is based on family of salts. Now there is a common ion present in a salt. For example, first one is potassium family. Examples are KCl, K2SO4. Here potassium ion is common in both the salts, so it is categorized in potassium family. Next is sulfate family. Examples are K2SO4, Na2SO4, CaSO4, etc. So it is example of sulfate family. Last is sodium family. NaCl, Na2SO4, NaNO3, Na3PO4. So these are the examples of salts of sodium family. Now there is another type of salt which is called double salt. As the name suggests, double salt, which means it is made up of two type of salt. So the salt which is prepared by the formation of two salts in equimolar concentration is known as double salt. Example of double salt is potash alum. Potash is related to potassium. Here the salt is K2SO4 and alum is related to aluminium and the salt is Al2SO4 thrice and some water molecules are associated. So it is a formula for potash alum, which is a double salt. Now we will observe an experiment for the formation of crystals of potash alum. For this we need potassium sulfate 9 gram and aluminium sulfate 18 gram. 9 gram potassium sulfate is added to a beaker and water is added into it and it is constantly stirred. And similarly 18 gram of aluminium sulfate is taken in a beaker and water is added to it and it is constantly stirred. To this mixture water is added. Here along with water some H2SO4 is also added. What is the purpose of adding H2SO4 is to avoid precipitation of this mixture we add H2SO4. Now both these mixtures are added to a china dish and which is kept on a burner. When this mixture in the china dish remains half, we will add a glass rod to it. Some mixture is coated onto the glass rod. When wind is blown to the glass rod, some crystals are to be formed. That point is called crystallization point. सपोज ये ग्लास रॉड है, जैसे ही इस मिक्सचर में मैंने एक ग्लास रॉड ऐड करी, यहाँ पर लिक्विड मिक्सचर इसके ऊपर कोट हो जाएगा. जैसे ही मैंने विंड ब्लो करी यहाँ से तो इसके ऊपर क्रिस्टल्स बनने शुरू हो जाएंगे. तो दिस पॉइंट इज कॉल्ड क्रिस्टलाइजेशन पॉइंट. आफ्टर दिस इस मिक्सचर को यहाँ से उतार कर हम रख देंगे, कूल डाउन होने देंगे और इस मिक्सचर में से हम लिक्विड को सेपरेट आउट कर लेंगे बाय द प्रोसेस ऑफ फिल्ट्रेशन एंड crystals of potash alum are prepared. The reaction involved behind the potash alum is when potassium sulfate reacts with aluminium sulfate and some water molecules are added, then formation of K2SO4 dot Al2SO4 thrice dot 24H2. So potash alum is prepared. Now we will learn about various compounds. First compound is sodium chloride. Formula is NaCl. Formation reaction is by reaction of NaOH and HCl it forms NaCl and H2O. It is prepared in laboratory. The major source of sodium chloride is seawater. By evaporation process we get sodium chloride along with various another salts also. Now it is essential for life also. First, it helps in muscle contraction. Second, it helps in conversion of NaCl into HCl in our stomach. Third one is during sweating there is loss of sodium chloride along with water, so it which leads to muscle cramps also. And last one is important component of food. Now there are various uses of sodium chloride. First is it helps in leather industry for leather tanning. Second is it helps in clearing the icy roads by removing the ice, it helps in faster melting of ice. Next is it helps in preparation of baking soda, washing soda and various other chemicals. It on electrolysis it forms NaOH, hydrogen and chlorine. Next compound is washing soda. Formula for washing soda is Na2CO3 dot 10H2 sodium carbonate decahydrate. Deca refers to 10 molecules of H2O. Next is anhydrous form. The formula for anhydrous form for washing soda is Na2CO3, which is also known as soda ash. Now commercial preparation of washing soda is by Solvay processor, also known as ammonia soda process, in which first step is reaction of NaCl, water, ammonia and carbon dioxide. NaCl and H2O combinedly forms a brine solution. Brine solution is 30% NaCl with water. Now these chemicals react with each other and they form NaHCO3, sodium hydrogen carbonate and ammonium chloride. Now sodium hydrogen carbonate is slightly soluble in water, so it gets precipitated off. Second step is upon strong heating of sodium hydrogen carbonate, it forms Na2CO3 and carbon dioxide is released and water is formed. In the last step, Na2CO3 combines with water, is added to water and it forms Na2CO3 dot 10H2O, which is washing soda. Now next is properties of washing soda. First one is it is a white crystalline solid. Second is it is soluble in water and alkaline in nature. Alkaline means it is basic in nature, pH will be more than 7. Third one is on strong heating it forms soda ash. When washing soda is heated, Na2CO3 and 10H2O molecules are separated. Na2CO3 is known as soda ash. The last property is it has property to remove dirt from the clothes. So it is called washing soda. Now our next topic is uses of washing soda. First use of washing soda is it helps in manufacture of glass, paper, soap and various other chemicals like caustic soda, formula is NaOH, baking soda, formula is NaHCO3. Next is in laundry for washing clothes. Third point is for removing permanent hardness from water. Now water can be hard and soft. The water in which leather is formed easily is called soft water. The water in which leather is not formed easily is called hard water. Now hardness of water is of two types, temporary hardness and permanent hardness. Permanent hardness is due to chlorides and sulfates of calcium and magnesium, and temporary hardness is due to bicarbonates of calcium and magnesium. This topic hardness of water we will learn in detail in class 11th. And last use of washing soda is it is a useful reagent in laboratory. That is it for this video. अगर आपको कोई डाउट है, कोई कन्फ्यूजन है तो आप इस वीडियो के कमेंट सेक्शन में जाके कमेंट करके मुझसे पूछ सकते हैं. आई होप आपको आज का वीडियो अच्छा लगा होगा. लाइक शेयर सब्सक्राइब करना ना भूलें एंड प्रेस द बेल आइकन फॉर मोर वीडियोस. See you all in the next video. Till then, take good care of yourselves and thank you so much.